Hey, hi. So I'm going to do a review about my car app. We're going to see supported car brands and if your car is actually old, what to do. We're going to look at what is possible and what's not possible because sometimes apps like this are kind of hyped. We're going to also look at some actually reviews of what other people say. Okay. So first of all, when you install this app, there's no trial. So there's nothing like trying. You need to actually pay, though they have payment options which are like weekly and premium. I think it goes for $20, $20 to $25 a year. So this makes it hard to know if this app will be compatible with your car, but we're going to really kind of discuss about that so that you can really know the range of car models that you should really be confident that they work with the app. Okay, so don't expect any trial. What I've seen video saturating online on TikTok, which is actually a kind of working well, though for some cars they are having issues. Like when you go to for the reviews, you realize actually some people are saying we just don't appear to be working, and they kind of actually told him to reply back. But it's not actually a problem that I've seen in other videos on social medias. Like widgets are not really a problem, but the problem is maybe some people are having high hopes for the app. For example, when you're customizing the car play menu, you can't actually use your personal photos, maybe like for family photos and all that stuff. You kind of have to use their photos which are within the app. Okay. And still this applies to the music. You can't actually just put whatever you want there. You have to kind of use you can change the sound. That actually it should not be the music but the sound. You can change the sound, but you have to choose the sound which is actually pre-designed within the app. Okay, so you have to select the sound which is within the app. All right, so I think maybe I don't know where they like what people had in the ad, but some of the things are maybe people are having more hopes than what the app is actually offering. Okay, so we're going to look at the cars which you should the developer claims that the app is accessible and compatible with more than 10,000 car models. If you read about actually more about the app, and your car must have a head unit that supports Apple CarPlay. Okay, these are standards. We are looking at the standards. It should support Apple CarPlay, and also your device. You must use an iPhone running at least iOS 15.1 or later. Okay, please, if you're having an old one, you may have an issues. At least to be on the safe side, you can have your iPhone must be running iOS 15.1. Okay, or later. Supported car brands. While there is no exhaustive list of 10,000, any vehicle manufactured with factory CarPlay, typically 2016 to 2026 models, is theoretically supported. I want to say theoretically uh, supported because, there's always that, 1% which may not work. But basically, between 2016 to 2026 models, I think you're safe. That is actually 10 years ago. You are safe. Okay, common brands include American, Ford, Chevrolet, GMC, Cadillac, Jeep, Dodge, Chrysler. These European cars. You are looking at Audi, BMW, Mercedes-Benz, Volkswagen, Porsche, Volvo, Land Rover, Jaguar, Fiat. We're looking at Honda in Asia, Toyota, etc. Lamborghini for the luxury niches, Aston Martin, Ferrari. Probably these cars actually should work well with this app. Okay, so The number of custom widgets you can see at once depends on your car's screen. Some vehicles only support like 2 widget stacks, while others allow for more. So the experience may be a bit different from others. Okay, yeah, so that's what I can say. So if you have an old car, I think you may have to kind of use what they call an aftermarket CarPlay head unit. This is a third-party car stereo system that replaces your vehicle's factory installed radio to add the Apple CarPlay functionality. Okay, these units are a popular upgrade for older vehicles that didn't originally come with the CarPlay, or for drivers who find their factory system slow or outdated. So that is maybe a way around for people who may have actually kind of outdated cars. Okay, so if you have an older car that is pre 2016, you may still use the app if you have installed aftermarket CarPlay head unit. Okay, such as those from Pioneer, Kenwood, or Alpine. Okay, so that is it. Basically, the reviews are not so many if you check around, but don't really expect a lot. In fact, I've seen some people saying there's a review that was looking. Someone was saying like it almost actually does the same as the native apps. So you know what's up with buying it. Anyway, what I can say, everyone has a personal view, okay, but generally it's I think if you look at the videos on TikTok, on Facebook, I think it's fair. Okay, so let me know what you think about this app, but I think it's not really good to be over expectant. It's not a super app, but definitely it has some things it can do which your native app won't really do. Okay, let me know what you think about this my app in the comment section below, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.